Hi, and welcome to today's Wellness Wednesday video. Today the flower essence that came up is the flower essence of mustard, and it came up under the area of courage. And so what mustard flower essence does is it helps us to, specifically under courage, to have the courage to confront our darkness, confront the dark feelings, the depression and despair. So mustard itself is a flower essence that helps with, like, it talks about manic depressive, and it talks about depression not necessarily from life events, but maybe from unknown causes. So someone who would need mustard is if you notice that you're feeling good, everything's good, and then just whoop, you just are like taken by depression or by despair or just overwhelmed. Those kind of dark feelings. And so mustard helps with that. What it talks about, the cause of that is not maybe necessarily anything that's happened or nothing you can put your finger on and go, okay, this happened, so that's why I'm feeling depressed, or this is what I'm upset about. But it just kind of comes out of nowhere, or it feels like it comes out of nowhere. And so mustard talks about this coming from our soul, sometimes from past lives, sometimes from past experiences that we've maybe repressed. And if we investigate and get curious about it, we may find that the trigger was, a word, a person, a situation, something that kind of triggered it, but maybe we don't understand that on a conscious level. So mustard really helps us to face that. Because the thing is, when we have these troubling feelings, so many of us don't feel comfortable in them. And we do anything we can to try and bring ourselves up. So, and I'm talking about, like, a lot of spiritual teachings will be like, keep your vibration high, stay positive, that kind of thing, which is not necessarily wrong. But when you're confronted with these dark feelings, masking them or trying to run from them or trying to put a cheery face on only keeps it in us longer and makes it stronger. So mustard is an essence that can help you kind of confront these feelings rather than retreat from them, and can kind of help you work through it rather than retreat from it or run from it or hide it or bury it or whatever kind of your coping mechanism is. And that's the thing, when we are faced with these feelings, especially when they're triggered by something, even if we don't understand what that is. Like I said, maybe it's a childhood wound, maybe it's a past life wound, maybe it's something that we don't even know about, maybe from infancy or something like that. But whatever it is, these feelings need to be processed. And so mustard can help us kind of hold that space so that we can work through the despair and through the darkness so that it can be released. Because that's the thing, a lot of times we run from it because we feel it's like this big, deep, dark hole that if we go into, we're never going to get out of. That couldn't be further from the truth. The more you practice allowing and accepting these emotions, the more they'll just kind of move through you. They just, they need a space. They need space to be released and healed. And there's a very thin line between wanting to fix it and just allowing. A lot of the healing that I do with the flower essences brings up stuff that needs to be healed and is ready to be healed. And you just hold that space for it to be healed when you're ready. And so it's not, again, trying to fix it or make it go away. It's just holding that space for healing. So a very thin line, but the energy feels very different. When you're trying to fix, the energy feels more like desperate. When you're trying to heal, it feels more loving and caring, and it comes from that beautiful, curious energy. So along with the flower essence of mustard is a surrender card. And I know I usually do surrender cards on Sunday, but that's the deck I was drawn to. And it's surrender to the wisdom of your body. And so why I think this one came up with mustard is a lot of times that's how we process our feelings. We need to move them through our body. When I do energy healing with the flower essences, it's surprising where the energy kind of is blocked or where you feel it. And that's all down to the wisdom of the body. The body knows where this energy is. So if you do feel the energy of depression or despair or anything like that coming up, a great thing to do is kind of sit quietly, Allow, because our mind's obviously going to want to push it away, but allow, and then feel into your body, because that's a way to kind of process it and release it. One thing you can do is when you can feel it in a specific spot. So, say a lot of people feel stuff in their chests, like they feel heaviness in their chest, especially depression or stress or anything, they feel like pressure, is get in tune with that and just kind of breathe into it and give it space and hold that space for it. And then on the breath, on the exhale, breathe it out and just allow it to release. So mustard and using the wisdom of your body can help you move through some of this. And why I think this came up for us is, again, this has been, I talk about it all the time, but the last few years have been really our invitation to come back to ourselves, to come back to healing, to let stuff go that's not serving us anymore. And trapped emotions are definitely not serving us. Most of us don't even realize how many. I know I haven't. Along my healing journey, I'm surprised how much I've actually stuffed that I didn't realize, because it's such an automatic response to just go, oh, feel it, and then push it away. And so I feel that this is for all of you who are on your healing journey, who need some help, who maybe are finding yourself when depression comes up or despair, and you're feeling that kind of overwhelm, that you're not sure what to do with it. Ask for the flower essence of mustard to assist you, and then tune into the wisdom of your body and help release that energy. It will feel amazing to release it if you've been holding on to it for a long time. So yeah, two great things to help you heal, to help you move along your journey, and to help you let some of that go, because you don't need to be carrying that, and your body doesn't need to be carrying that stress. As always, I am here to support you on your journey. With the flower essences, I do healing sessions, or I do healing with energy release points, and I also do some past life healing, as well as guidance through oracle cards or through a soul alignment session, which kind of incorporates everything. And we just go with the combined wisdom of your intuition and mine, and we see where it takes us. So if you are needing support in any of these areas, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling despair, if you're feeling like, what's the point? Definitely mustard can help you. And there's probably some other essences that can kind of help you get a clue of what's going on. So reach out for sure. I'm here to support you and help you on your journey. And lots of love to you all.